good. And then come down for your landing. Very good. Would you like to go next?
Sure.
Okay, Dr. Jackson is here today. Wonderful. We really appreciate it. Okay, tell me what you need. Nothing. Okay, you're good. You need this? Right. Here's a little bit more space.
Hi, kids.
Hey, say good morning.
Well, like Miss Lesniak said, my name's Dr. Jackson. I'm Sophia's dad. And I'm a dentist. My office is in Downers Grove. And I brought some fun tools that I use because dentists use a lot of tools. And one of your questions was about what kind of tools you use. So the tool I use pretty much every single time is my special glasses. These glasses are very cool. It's because they're kind of like binoculars. You can see really close. And they come with a light on it, right? So that way you can see what you're doing. And right now I'm looking at only one of my fingers, maybe 1.5 of my fingernails. So you can see really close when I fix people's teeth. So what else do we use in dentistry? I bet you guys have one of these. Maybe not that big. Hopefully not that big, right? It's a little bit. And hopefully your teeth aren't this big. Right? But this is pretty, toothbrush, and you got to do, how many times do you brush your teeth a day? What's the right answer? 2 times for sure, right? Once in the morning, once in the night for sure. 3 is even better. 3 if you can do it when you come home from school. 100? It's a bit much. It's a bit much. So I like this brush a lot. But this brush is my favorite. This is more of an adult brush, but they make electric brushes for kids. Do you guys have any special brushes that have a button and it spins? Yeah. Those are really good. Right? So I use this a lot when I'm talking to adults about what kind of brush is good. This is called a Sonicare. But there's lots of different kinds. And it's cool because it makes a noise, but it pushes all that water around really big in your mouth, and it kind of blasts it all around and makes it real nice and clean in there. Much cleaner than the traditional brush. So I use this tool quite a bit when we're doing checkups for when you get your teeth cleaned. Maybe someone's not brushing very good, and an easy fix is maybe you get a better brush, because then we don't have to fix teeth, right? Yes?
I heard one time a dentist said you don't want to use the electric brush where they go like that.
Yeah.
Because it might break your teeth.
I don't think that's probably very possible. But you got to be careful when you brush. That's true. You don't ever want to brush hard. You always brush very gentle. What's this? Have you guys ever seen this? Yeah. It's that little polisher, right? And it polishes your teeth real nice when you get them clean. And it, usually it's the dental hygienist, but sometimes it can be the dentist. Puts the special paste on there. And sometimes it's bubble gum, or sometimes it's cherry. There's a million different kinds, right? That's why you go and you kind of clean them all real nice, real sparkly. So you want to be nice and smooth. Because why do you want them to be smooth? Smooth things are usually pretty slippery, right? And slippery teeth, the bacteria, all the germs and whatnot, they can slide right off. That's why we polish them. Because if they're rough, then the bacteria and the germs can kind of hang out, and they can kind of hang on there. So it's one of those things where you want to make sure that you don't have rough teeth. The last 2 tools I brought, hopefully you don't see this very often, but this is what I use to fix people's teeth. When you have a cavity or a hole in your tooth, right? You put this on the little machine in my office, and it shoots water, and it helps to clean out the inside of the tooth. Then we put a nice little filling in there. Sometimes it's white. In my office, we only put white, but they can be silver too. And they could be gold crowns on top. They could be white. There's lots of different stuff. But usually it starts with this tool. This is called a high-speed handpiece because it rotates at a very high speed. Right? We also have a low-speed handpiece, but it's not as fun as this one. More power is more fun. The last bit, you guys have probably seen this, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. What's that? Tiny mirror, right? I'm not going to try to tell your mouth.
I saw that before.
What's that?
I saw that.
Yeah.
Put that in the little machine and it shoots water and air, right? And this, well, you guys, kids don't usually use this one. This one's called a periodontal probe. It checks your gums, right, to make sure they're nice and healthy. And then this guy's called an explorer. it looks for little holes. It explores your teeth for little holes and cavities and things. Yeah, most times, well, when you get your teeth checked, even when you're a kid, you're going to probably use these three. When you get a little bit older, we're going to check your gums a little bit more. Usually kids don't have that kind of gum problems and things like that. Yes, Gabriella, what's up?
A couple of days ago, I went to the dentist and I had no cavities.
Thumbs up, good job. You must be doing a good job at home. So some other questions you had. The tools one I kind of wanted to focus on. Dentists are notorious for having 1,000 tools all over the place. And they like to get more tools, and they love tools and gadgets. Mrs. D would probably be a good accessory to the shark question you guys asked me. How many teeth does a shark get? Now, I don't really know exactly how many teeth a shark gets because I don't work on sharks. Although I have been bitten a couple times, so it's a whole thing there. But the nice part is, sharks, I do know, sharks, they get new teeth when they lose one, right? So, somebody just lost a tooth yesterday, they were talking about, right?
Claire,
there you go. Nice job, Claire. Grandpa pulled it out? Or Grandpa wiggled it for you? Thumbs up. Thumbs up to Grandpa. He's an unofficial dentist, right? Maybe he's a real dentist, I don't know. But you're going to get one new tooth, right? Your big girl tooth. Well, what happens if that tooth gets sick or has to come out? You don't get any more teeth, right? That's why it's important to take care of your teeth. A shark, I know, gets lots of teeth. So the shark gets a tooth, and then there's another one just waiting right there. And it's kind of like a conveyor belt. So you got another tooth, and another tooth, and another tooth. Sharks lose lots of teeth because they bite lots of stuff. And so they're going in there, and it's kind of like they get more or less endless teeth. Because without who's ever heard of a toothless shark? Toothless shark's not really not a very efficient, not a very good shark. Not long for that shark. So that's why they get it. Have you guys ever been to Florida? Anyone who's been to Florida?
my cousin is right now.
Very cool. There are certain, now it's not just Florida, but I know certain, well, Sophia's grandma went to Florida and brought back from the beach. She was looking for shark teeth on the beach. And there's certain beaches that sometimes there's so many sharks out there over the millions of years and stuff that they lose all their teeth and they float to the sand. You can actually go and you can like look around in the sand like seashells, and there's just teeth in there, shark teeth, little pointy ones. They can make necklaces and stuff like that. So that was a very cool question. I didn't expect the shark question, but you know what? I'm all for it. Yes.
So when the teeth falls off, there's another one waiting right there.
Yeah, one time. Well, yes, almost always. Sometimes some people don't have a big boy or big girl tooth, a permanent tooth, right? That's okay, because there's other things we can do for that. We can, when they get a little older, in my office we do a lot of surgery also. We do dental implants. Dental implants is basically a fake tooth that goes into the bone and into the gum. Then you put a crown on top of it, kind of like a screw. And so the nice part is then that person can have a tooth, because they just weren't given one. But that's okay. But you have to kind of stop growing. So you're 18 or 20 years old, and then you can start doing that kind of stuff. Yes. How about guy in the back? That's okay. It happens. It happens. Yes, sweetie, in the pink.
I have two wiggly teeth right here.
That's good. Right around 6 is the kind. Sometimes before, sometimes when you're 5, sometimes it's when you're 7 or even 8. You're going to start losing your teeth.
Me too.
Yeah, that's good. And I bet you a lot of you have probably lost your bottom and front teeth down here. Those are usually the ones that go first.
I lost both of my big ones already coming in.
That's awesome. Very good.
My brother has small shark teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Grandma brought shark teeth. See, I know what I'm talking about, shark teeth.
Maybe one more question.
All right. Yes, sweetie. You lost the top front teeth. Wow. You guys you can't even whistle, can you? Nothing. You can't. Oh, that's good. Very nice. Of course.
When did you decide you wanted to become a dentist?
I decided at first I was going to be a medical doctor. I didn't really, my dad's an orthodontist. An orthodontist, it puts braces and straightens people's teeth. So you have to become a dentist first, then you can keep going and become an orthodontist. Initially, I didn't really want to go into that. I kind of wanted to go into medicine, like family medicine and things. But then, as I got a little bit older, I kind of learned a little bit more. The reason I went into dentistry is because it's lots of healthcare, but it also has lots of people interaction. But it also has that third part that medicine is kind of losing or lost, frankly. It's business ownership. Being able to own your own business, being able to have your own kind of practice, and be all three of those things. You can't really, you can, but you can't really do that as easily these days in medicine. I really enjoy all three of those things. So that's kind of the genesis of dentistry for me.
Let's clap for our.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, and by the way, I brought some fun pencils. So I'll give them to your teachers, and that way they can give them to you when you guys are well behaved and whatnot. Does that sound good?
Okay.
All right.
Thanks so much.
You went to bed more and 2 to 1. You just want to have a